Welcome to our second part of the program. It's time for our gold conversation, and I'm super excited because we are talking to a Gen Z. Hi, Sandra.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here at Mbanya Farm speaking to Sandra, a Gen Z who's doing so well in the coffee value chain, coffee value addition, and she will be shedding more light on what she does. To answer it from the very beginning, introduce yourself and tell us your role that you play here at Mbanya Farms.
Okay, so my name is Sandra Mbanya. This is our family farm, and I am the product innovation manager, and I also handle the marketing side of things. So right now we're about to package the gold, as we've been calling it, and I'm excited to just show you the full process. As you've seen, we've roasted, we've grinded, now we're here to package it, and yeah, so that it's ready to go off into the market, international and local.
Right. So, now a lot of young people come from agricultural backgrounds, but they do not carry the legacy forward. And here you are reviving your family farm and making sure that you're up to date with technology. As a young person, what really pushed you in that direction? It's not so common to see that.
That's true. Well, for us, we just wanted to revive our great-grandfather's vision. That's the main important thing. He grew up using coffee to provide for his family. However, it was during a time in the 60s when it was a privilege reserved for the white colonialists. So it's something I'm very passionate about, the value addition, to show that, you know, here in Africa, we're not just exporting raw materials or unfinished potential. We want to show that we can create excellence, and we are more than just, you know, exporters of raw materials.
Right.
So, yeah.
Are the other Gen Zs of the family also involved in this? I'm aware of the only young person who's taken the mantle.
Everyone is involved. Everyone has brought their different expertise, and we're here to bring the gold.
Right.
To bring the gold.
And we are seeing the gold all around us.
Yes, we are.
Good. Now I want you to talk to me about packaging. We already did the roasting and the grinding with Mr. Frederick. He was quite very instrumental on that. And I believe you're going to be teaching me about how we package it. But before we pack it, you know, part of what needs to be done is a proper packaging material.
A package tour.
You know, and a lot of graphic design gets into this. And I believe you've created employment somewhere for this to be done.
100%.
Talk to us about that.
Okay, so first of all, everything in our farm is locally sourced.
Okay.
We like to say we look as locally before we start jumping to China or jumping to other places to export our things.
Yes.
So our packaging here is actually done by one of our family friends. His name is Gabriel Moria, a very talented graphic designer.
Yeah.
We believe, look in your neighborhood before you start going to source out things that you can easily find.
Right.
Yeah.
And unajua kuna wale watu wanasema avoid working with family, avoid working with family friends, ni kama hawatalipa. Here you make sure that everyone is getting payment for their services.
Everyone is putting in work. Yes.
And everyone is
exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
So now when we are ready to pack, I believe here we are packing dark roast, which is what we have been making with Mr. Frederick.
Yes.
What is the first step?
So the first step is our scale is calibrated every other day, so it's ready and set to go.
Yeah.
We want to start off with putting on our packaging, making sure it's to 50 grams, as you can see, and we will set it at 0 so that the weight of the package is not added into the weight of the coffee.
Okay.
And then you will actually assist me to scoop in the coffee.
So
that's after I've set it to 0.
Okay. There you go. It's now at 0.
Yes. So I'll open this up for you. You can just put scoop by scoop
until we get to 250.
Yes.
Okay.
So just put a bit more.
How often do you come here? Are you at work every single day, or is it depends? It depends on the orders that we have.
So I'm here every other day. I'd like to say a few times a week.
Okay.
However, the marketing side of things is handled somewhere else, so that's where you'll find me.
A lot of times.
Yes.
All right. So talk to us about marketing. To get that market is sometimes one of the biggest challenges that is out there. So how do you position yourself in such a way that people actually call to order your coffee?
I think think it's just authentically telling your story. I think our major unique selling point is our story and highlighting the different things that make our farm stand out, from our processes all being organic, and just showing our passion, because a lot of us are passionate about it. So it's been very easy to just attract people based on just speaking about it honestly from the heart.
Right.
And yeah.
So do you do word of mouth? Do you do social media? Do you have like website? How can someone be able to put themselves in positions whereby they can access market? How do you do that for you?
So yes, yes, and yes. We do word of mouth, we do social media, we also have our website. I think our main form of advertising would be our social media, our Instagram, which goes by the name Banya Gold as well. Our website, which is banyagold.com as well. And yeah, just spreading the word out.
Right. So through social media, can you attest that you've been able to get clients out of that?
Yes, we have.
Does it work?
It does work. It does. In fact, I think it is our main source of advertising.
Right.
It's what gets the name out there.
Yeah.
The other day I was walking and I just introduced myself to someone and they said, "Oh, Banya, like the coffee that I was like, yeah.
And that was such a joy for you.
Yeah.
But that wasn't easy when you were starting out, because I know Banya Farms has been there for a while now.
Yes.
But the value addition aspect is something that started recently.
Yes.
Right? Why did you take that direction? I mean, you could have just continued selling your coffee, but you decided to get into value addition in 2023. Right. Tell us what inspired that move.
The move. Okay. So basically this whole vision was my great-grandfather's dream.
Yeah.
It was something he was very vocal about.
Yeah.
However, during his times, there were loads of restrictions. He was just completely, stopped from making it this far.
Right.
And for a couple of years after that, when he passed away and time went by, the farm lay dormant for the longest time. No one was really paying attention to it.
Right.
So in 2023, when my late grandmother passed away, she was one of now the remaining people who are passionate about it.
Yeah.
We realized that something needed to be done, and we realized that we can take it to the full scale.
Right.
We are able to actually bring out the gold of it from it, instead of just doing what was done before, which is exporting the clean coffee.
Right.
So slowly the passion just started growing, because I think it's very empowering to be able to see something that you've nurtured in a farm turn into a finished product that you're actually drinking, that it's up to international standards. And it's empowering. So that's the main thing that made us get into it. And it just to see how great it could be, to see how much his vision could grow, and how
I'm sure he's so proud of you right now. Super proud.
That's
now there's still the challenge of a lot of people still go out there looking for other coffee brands that we import, and sometimes convincing them that even us, we produce good coffee, can be quite a challenge, right?
Right.
So what can you tell them? What can you tell them if you were to vouch for Kenya's coffee, and why they need to give it a chance?
I think there's no growth that can happen if we're constantly relying on international products and constantly seeing ourselves as inferior compared to international products. Because if you think about it, everything comes from Africa. In terms of the coffee, there's 11 to 12% of the coffee sourced worldwide comes from Africa. So for us to think we don't have the capabilities of, fully utilizing and taking it to its full potential I think it's a mindset thing, first of all, which we need to abolish. And we have the capabilities. All of our machines sourced locally by a local engineer. So it's not like we need to go out looking far and wide. We just need to lock in, we need to do the investments, and we need to trust the process, and
we have everything here.
We have everything we need. We just need to trust that all we have is enough, and we can produce the gold out of it.
Good. Okay, such a breath of fresh air to listen to. All right, so I think I did a good job in packing to 250. Nilikuwa natoa, napunguza, natoa.
So as soon as you finish measuring it, come here and you seal it, and we seal it now, the final one. So if you can hold it like that for me,
here, this way, there.
Then I switch this on, and yes.
That's it?
Yes.
And we are ready for the market. So for this this 250 grams, how much do you sell it for?
The 250 grams goes for 1,100 shillings. Yes.
250 gram goes for 1,100.
Yes.
Good money there.
Good
Given
money
that
there.
our farmers selling per kg a kilo of cherries, they're getting about 100 shillings.
Yes.
And here you are, 250 grams already at 1,100.
The value addition,
The
you
value
can see it
addition
right here.
is where the money is at. But
100%.
unfortunately, not many of our farmers have been introduced to this. But you're here bringing the change.
Yes.
All right. Now, there are also a lot of young people, especially my Gen Z to come away and bow.
Yeah.
You know, when they think of work, it's not in the farm, you know, and they'll go and study so many other different things, and they're, you know, holding on to, I need to get an office job, I need to get this kind of job, you know.
Yeah.
I want you to talk to the Gen Zs who probably haven't seen the lights in agriculture, and maybe you can tell us, is this what you studied?
So it's not what I studied. Let me start from the latest thing. I studied biomedical science. However, I think this thing, it's all mentality. You know, agriculture has always been associated with old people.
Right.
It's like an old-fashioned way to, you know, something to venture into.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, it has innovation, it has marketing, it has science, it has all these things. So it's a matter of you thinking, what skills can I bring to this? And if I'm being completely honest, agriculture is a huge part of Africa.
Yes.
So for you to ignore, you know, the driving force of your own nation, trying to chase things that serve a different side of the world. 9-to-5s are great in concept, but they serve a different side of the world.
Right.
And it's good to look what contribution you can make to where you're from.
Right.
So that's what I'd tell my fellow Gen Zs, look at how much value you can bring to agriculture and venture into it, because it is what is driving Africa among the top driving forces.
Right.
Yeah.
Where do you want to see yourself in the next decade, maybe? 5-10 years?
In the
now?
next decade, I want this farm, first of all, to be an internationally recognized farm. And I want to see a lot of other farms in Africa doing the same thing, where they're selling roasted and packaged and finished products. I want to see an Africa where we're not just extracting and then exporting things that are half finished. I think we have the capabilities of finishing the job. And yeah, I just want to be at the forefront of that and to see it all unfold.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, can I tell you what? You'll definitely get there. With the kind of brains you have,
Amen.
it might even happen before 10 years.
Oh my goodness. Amen. Manifesting it, yeah.
Oh, you are such a breath of fresh air to speak to.
Thank
If
you.
I close my eyes and listen to you, I'd think it's someone who's been in the coffee industry for over like 30 years. Until I see you, then I'll be like, oh yeah, it's a Gen Z. You are such, you know what you're doing, and it's so nice to see that. I'm inspired, and I know the viewers back at home are as well.
Thank you
and keep
so
up the
much.
good job that you're doing.
We shall. Thank you so much for the kind
man,
words.
these are the kind of conversations that we love to see right here on the program. A young lady here, Sandra, who is a Gen Z, and she's doing absolutely great when it comes to the value addition of coffee. Remember, like she said, this 250 grams package goes for 1,100, okay? And in this 250 grams, you need 4 of these packs to get 1 kg, which a farmer is being paid for 1 kg at 100 shillings. You see the difference? And that's why value addition is the way to go. Trust us right here at Kenya's Gold to make sure that we are educating you about everything you need to know when it comes to value addition, technology, innovation, and the role of the young people like Sandra in agriculture.